So apparently the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 12 Pro Max and whatever is in between these devices will not happen tomorrow on Apple's event. Which would be fine, except leakers are ruining everything for us. Now don't get me wrong, I have nothing against the people who are delivering absolute fantastic Apple news to us day over day, but I am really tired of the guesswork that's happening before these Apple events. Now Apple is a very secretive company, and obviously it's really good news if you know something in advance. But at this day and age, we came to a stage where it's just overwhelming and nothing can be for sure, and they're just, playing with people's emotions. When is it coming? Is it coming? Is it not coming? Why don't we just wait and see when Apple announces something? I don't know how long you guys are following Apple, or if you're following Apple in any way or form, but back in the day, back in the good old days, around iPhone 3G, 3GS, there were not so many leaks. The first big leak came from the iPhone 4 when they found the phone in a bar and Gizmodo showed the design. Now they got expelled from the group who could visit the keynotes. I don't know if they're back or not. Anyway, that was the first major time that Apple slipped something out and then we saw what it's going to be. Today, the thing is, once the iPhone 12 and 12 Pro are announced, people will be talking about iPhone 13 and the phone next year. And this doesn't give a satisfaction to the buyers. This doesn't give a satisfaction to the people who are techies, just like me, on enjoying their phone, because we're always waiting for the next thing. We're always just looking forward on what could we have, and we're never really enjoying what we actually have. People who are not techies, people who just buy the phone because they need it and they like it, they're the lucky ones over here. The people who don't read the leaks constantly are the lucky ones, because they're not part of this. They're not debating, will it be 120 hertz? Will it not be 120 hertz? What kind of charging we'll get? Will we get a charger in the box in any way or form? It can be really tiring. And it's been going like madness for the iPhone 12, because this year is a design change, as the iPhone 11 and 11 Pro were still the third iterations of the iPhone 10. Now we're gonna get more boxed design, apparently. Now, we've heard a lot of news on what to expect, what not to expect, how to feel about it, how to not feel about it, what the competition does, what the competition has right now, and Apple, what will Apple have? And people start getting mad on things that Apple hasn't even introduced yet. People start getting mad because they're not doing their event at the same time as last year. People start getting mad about everything related to Apple, is what I see right now in the community. And don't get me wrong, I'm a huge Apple fan. I even have a huge Apple channel, a Hungarian channel with over 150,000 subscribers, and I cover these news things daily. And that's why I can say from the bottom of my heart, I'm really tired. And people who report these things, and I won't mention names, I have nothing against them. I have to say that again. They're lovely people. They're doing their jobs. They're bringing us news. They're thinking on what it could be. They have their sources, but those sources are not always reliable. They're not always bringing the thing that is actually going to happen, and that is bad for credibility. It's bad for credibility for those people, and it ruins the reputation of Apple a little bit, is what I feel. Now, in no way or form do I want to protect Apple. They don't need protection. They're the biggest company in the world. I'm pretty sure they can protect themselves. But the thing is that until we get an official product from Apple, we shouldn't start complaining. We shouldn't start raising eyebrows on something that hasn't been yet. Once we have it, we tested it, and it sucks, by all means, go ahead. But if you don't have it in your hand, you can't test it, why are you complaining? Why are you complaining about 120 hertz display if there's no display at all? Why are you complaining about chargers not being in the box if there's no box at all yet? Maybe tomorrow, September 15th, we will see an iPhone, or maybe we won't, and there's no problem with that. People will be able to enjoy their iPhone 11s, their iPhone XS's, 10s a little bit more. They can value their phones a little bit more. They can see that that phone is a phone that still holds up against the competition. It's what I believe, not the latest and greatest competition, but still they're relatively good. So if you like tech news, if you like Apple products, if you like anything that's regarding to this, I urge you to stay away from this news. I urge you not to wait for the next big thing, not to wait, constantly keep on waiting. Once the new phone is out, start thinking about the next one. No, enjoy it. Live with it. Fulfill everything that you need to fulfill with that device, because all these leaks and all these leakers are trying to get on top of the news. They're trying to stand out, which is perfectly fine. It's their job to do so. But in the meantime, they're messing with the emotions of people who are actually wanting to upgrade and are waiting out on another phone. Maybe if the leakers wouldn't have said 120 hertz from the beginning, people wouldn't have waited and they would be enjoying their iPhone 11s now, or 11 Pros. They're interfering with a lot of people's decisions, and you need to do that very carefully. You need to be very conscious about what you say, how you say it. And don't get me wrong, I'm at fault for this as well, which I try to reduce in the future, because it feels bad for me too. I hype myself up. I hype myself up for a device that's not gonna happen, so when I get it, I feel disappointed. And that's not the way it should be. I wanna feel like I felt a long time ago. I wanna feel that I don't know what Apple's gonna introduce to us, but when they do, I wanna feel excited about that product. I wanna use that product to the maximum. And if I don't like it, I have the option to change. I have the option to use another phone, another brand, and that's fine too. But it's very tiresome living in a world where you're never satisfied with the current and not even satisfied on what's going to happen. And this is just a brain fart I had and wanted to share it with you guys on if you want to feel excited a little bit about Apple and their announcements, stay off the leaks, because it's what I'm planning to do as well. I want to feel excited again for the products that I might or might not buy. I really want to know what you guys think. I really want to know what you guys think about the leaks, about the rumors that are happening in the past year regarding the iPhone 12, because it's been crazy nonsense that we've been hearing. So back in last August, we've been knowing things about this year's model, and we're starting to hear things about next year's model too, and I can guarantee come September, October, or whenever they introduce these phones, a week later, it's gonna be iPhone 13 on the top of the news list. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching, and until my next video, stay safe and hang loose.